Peter Freeman.
Yeah, thank you, Eddie.
Well done. Hi, everybody. I'm here today with a great friend of mine, someone that I'm a big fan, that I've been listening to his work for many, many years. Mr. Peter Freeman, arranger, composer, academic, author. Yeah, man, you've been busy?
I have.
That's fantastic. Yeah. So, Pedro, I wanted to ask you, why the double bass? How did the double bass come into your life?
Well, the double bass picked me. I discovered it. I was playing guitar originally.
Oh, really? Okay.
But I thought the double bass sounded fantastic. So that's what I chose.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. Such an amazing instrument.
It is. It's a wonderful thing to happen to a tree.
Yeah, it is, right? It's a whole tree, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And there's stories that this bass is very old. Is this
yes,
right?
It's about 150 years old. I think it's from Hungary originally.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah. So it's been through the wars.
Yes, a few, right? A few world wars.
Well, probably, yes. But I mean, there's all sorts of dents and bumps and things in it. But the wood is really old and seasoned, so it sings nicely.
Yeah, it does. I love the sound of it. It's beautiful. And I want to ask you, why music? Did your parents used to play music?
Not much. I think Dad used to play a little bit, but he kept it very quiet.
Right, okay,
My mum used to sing in the choir.
Ah, okay, awesome.
So she had a nice soprano voice.
That's why you're good at doing harmonies, whenever you're singing.
Well, I think the harmonies come from the church.
Okay,
actually, I'm not particularly religious, but one good thing about the church is you get to be able to sing and you get to be able to practice your harmonies and not make a fool of yourself because you're in the congregation sort of buried.
So true, that's right.
Oh, try that. Oh, that sounds all right. Yeah.
Fantastic, that's awesome. And tell me a bit about your career, right? So you're a music academic. Would you say that?
Well, I started with the ABC a long time ago, and then I moved out to the School of Music at the University of Queensland. Yeah. And I was working a lot in technology there, teaching technology, and recording a lot of people. So in a way, I kind of had a recording studio to myself. So I was recording all sorts of people.
Wow, that's
classical players, opera singers. And it was very, very educational, and insofar as I was able to experiment a lot with sound and different setups and different microphones and all sorts of things. So
that's so cool.
So that was great.
Yeah, that's a good learning curve,
Well, yeah, and while I was there, of course, I did music courses.
Did you? Fantastic.
I ended up graduating in arts, in music, not playing, but I knew a lot about music.
So musical studies.
Yeah, musicology.
Musicology, okay, cool.
And then I thought, well, I did pretty well at that. So I thought, well, I'll do a PhD. Yeah. Which I did.
Wow. And what was your PhD about?
Antonio Carlos Jobim.
Oh, wow, my favorite composer in the world. Awesome, great.
Yeah. So I finished that in 2006, I think it was. Yeah. And I thought, well, I should write a book.
Yes.
And what really cemented it was that Kay and I went to Brazil, and I think purely by accident met up with Antonio Carlos Jobim's son Paulo.
Wow.
And his grandson Daniel, who makes a living from playing. Yeah. So I did write a book.
And this is it. Here it is.
This is the book.
Wow, the music
which I was very, very happy to have published.
Indeed, it's amazing. Yeah, it's fantastic. And you analyze a lot of his music. Don't know if you guys can see it, right? It's fantastic. It's really, really incredible. What I was gonna,
a lot of work.
Yeah, imagine, for sure. It's incredible. Yeah. What I was gonna ask is, I became your fan listening to the Tropical Dance Orchestra, right? Okay. The harmonies, the strings to play, and doing all these arrangements and stuff. And my question is, I guess, being a bass player, how do you approach harmony as a bass player?
Well, the bass is kind of the root of the harmony,
yes.
And you can add extensions on that, of course.
Sure.
So,
do you use a piano or no? Or just
no, not really.
Okay.
I kind of hear it in my head.
In your head, wow, that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
But of course, guitar helps,
Yeah.
especially
Sure.
6 and 7 string guitar.
Yeah, of course,
you know,
yeah.
you get the extensions.
Yeah,
on that.
yeah, you
They
can kind of,
sound-
okay, one,
They sound really nice. You
yeah.
know, so
Cool.
well, that helps. And of course, studying Jobim's music, and well, Brazilian music for that matter,
Yeah.
with all the extensions and stuff, and you know, and the way they work and interplay, and it's just fascinating.
It
So,
is, right?
Yeah.
I guess we're both a bit biased, but we love Brazilian music, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And we love the harmonies that the whole bossa nova movement created,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
And like being a Tom Jobim expert, would you say were his influences in terms of coming up with such a interesting harmonies, right?
Yeah, Tom Jobim was interested by all sorts of people, but particularly the classical composers like Debussy, Ravel, Rachmaninoff.
Yeah.
He was able to incorporate their harmonies, particularly Debussy, who uses extensions a lot.
Sure, absolutely, yeah.
And into his music.
Wow.
But he's such a melodic writer, Jobim.
Yeah, absolutely. He's the greatest melodist, I guess, in Brazilian music. I would,
It's simple stuff.
my opinion,
So the melody, you look at some
very strong melodies,
But
very
yeah,
simple
absolutely,
but
yeah.
beautiful, and you add all these other elements of these incredible harmonies and movements
And
underneath it. It's just like,
it's all there.
Exactly, it's all there.
Fascinating.
It is.
And of course the rhythms.
Absolutely,
From Brazil,
from Brazil,
you know,
from samba,
which is-
and from the African community from Brazil. It's incredible. What's your favorite classical composer, I guess?
Oh, I think Debussy would probably have to be pretty up there.
Cool, yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Have you heard his preludes?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
they're
I've
pretty
listened-
out there, right?
Listen to most of his stuff. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I remember there was this
Ravel.
period I was into Chopin, I was listening to his preludes and stuff. And then because of Jobim, I was like, I gotta check out, I saw this CD and I was like, Debussy's preludes. And I put it on. I was like, "Whoa, that was, it's pretty out there. It was very cool."
Tom Jobim's also very influenced by Chopin, of course, and in fact, he's Insensatez.
Yeah,
it's almost like Opus
6, like prelude number 6.
I can't remember
the
name.
E minor one, right?
E minor prelude.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Absolutely. I think he says it. Even Jobim used to say, that he,
Oh yes.
Yeah,
he'll admit it.
Yeah,
But he's not. He made it. He made it his own.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. Yeah, that's right. You say good composers, they plagiarize, right? You have to,
Well,
I guess it's like not assuming, but understanding our influences and being clear about it and paying homage sometimes through your own composition.
They say all composers are thieves.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely, so cool.
Yeah.
It's funny. There is this guitarist in Brazil, which you probably know, called Zé Paulo Becker. I don't know if he's a great composer.
Seen him.
Have you seen him play? Yeah, he's incredible. One night at Bassemente, that's right, which unfortunately now is closed, because the whole
such a shame.
sad situation of Brazil, this great venues being closed. But anyways, Zé Paulo was telling me this story that one day he was very young. He was going to do a concert at this place called the Canecão. It was a big, performing center. And Jobim was there. I think he was playing with another artist, and Jobim, I think, was doing a show. And Jobim probably had a few whiskeys and said, you're the young guitarist. I like the guitar. Shame that, has such a little range. And then he played a huge chord, with 10 fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a funny guy, Jobim. He's a lot of humor.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And what about your projects now? What you've been doing?
Well, you mentioned the Tropical Dance Orchestra.
Yeah.
Of course, while I was at university, I had all these wonderful string players.
Yeah.
I love the sound of strings. So I thought,
too.
it'd be nice to incorporate strings, just like Jobim did, with Klaus Ogerman arrangements and things, with that style of music.
Yeah.
And so I started to do that with some of the subjects I was teaching. There was one there called, it was on popular music.
Yeah.
So we had this concert workshop really, where demonstrate certain things, and one of the things was the way the strings worked, and of course I got the strings to come in and play, and I thought, this sounds really good, because the kids could just come in, students, they'd just come in and play.
Yeah.
And I just wrote it out, and he'll play this, and I thought, that's really good.
Yeah.
So the Tropical Dance Orchestra was really formed to expose, I suppose, Tom Jobim's music, but also Brazilian music and a lot of other music that I like, with particularly strong melodies.
Sure, yeah, of course.
And great harmonies. And of course the strings, 5 string players. There's 3 violins, a viola and a cello, who play in the Tropical Dance Orchestra, of course with other people as well, like we've got piano, bass, drums, guitar, saxophone, flute,
horns,
goes on and on. And, but it's a great sound, I just love arranging. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I did a bit of experience with arranging, but I don't know, I think I learned quickly I don't know, it was so much commitment. I remember I did this show at the Jazz Club years ago with my band Iemanjá at the time, and I think I wrote for it was just horns, 3 horns, a violin, and we had an accordion. So I wrote all these parts, and it took me months and months. Like months and months, every day, at least 3 or 4 hours, just writing these arrangements for our own original compositions. And then I remember, we did a show, the horn players were incredible, everything sounded beautiful, but I felt it I don't know, I didn't get any credit for it, do you know what I mean? I feel the arrangers, they just kind of disappear, right? If you think of music in your albums, the CDs and stuff, you get the name really small there of the players and the arrangers even smaller. And now with the whole technology thing like Spotify and iTunes and stuff like that, we don't know who the players are, who the arrangers are, right?
Sometimes
even the composer now, it doesn't matter anymore, right?
It's really the artist who's doing it,
It's such a shame, because,
maybe, hopefully that will change.
Yeah, hopefully, So if you work for Spotify, guys, please add, a link to the musicians and arrangers and, all the audio guys.
Without them, there is nothing.
Exactly, absolutely. No, but I love arranging, I love composing things. It's beautiful now to play with all these textures and stuff, it's fascinating.
Yeah, it's great.
It's so cool. Awesome. Well, should we play one more song?
What would you like to play?
I don't know. What can we do? Let me see. Do you want to do Samba de Verão?
Okay.
Should we try that one? Cool. Awesome. Well, Peter, thank you so much for being here. So much fun talking to you. Congratulations and, your
thank you, Eddie.
musicianship, and thank you for your friendship.
Pleasure.
No worries. So let's do it. Samba de Verão. Here you go. 1, 2, ready, go. Thank you very much. Obrigado. Beautiful.
De nada.
Thank you guys. If you like, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. Hopefully you're seeing a lot more incredible and beautiful musicians. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.